got a request from, I think it's pronounced Gina, J-I-N-A, Gina, and she's requested Iron Man. So it's a little crooked here. All right, so we're gonna start with Iron Man's head. Did you know that Stan Lee based Tony Stark on Howard Hughes? And you're all, well, who's Howard Hughes? He's a famous billionaire and aviator. And so there you go, fun fact there. So we're gonna start with his head. His head is very kind of angled. I guess, you know what, we can just start with an oval egg and we'll just make it more rough looking. So let's just start with an oval egg. We'll go from there. Make it simple. From this oval, you're gonna cut off that top of that oval. And then on the bottom part, you are going to cut that off too. But we're gonna keep the bottom because that's gonna be the bottom of his mouth. And now I want you to make the sides very angular. So we're just gonna angle those so they're sharp angles. And then they're gonna come in a little bit right here. It's gonna be part of, now what I did, this doesn't look, I had to simplify Iron Man because there is so many nooks, crannies, crevices, overlays. It was just like, okay, I have to simplify this a little. So it's a little simplified. And then I have the little bolts up here. So right here from this side, you're gonna kind of go down here and then make it go up like this. This is for his eyes. And then we're gonna put the eyes in there, just rectangles here. Do a rectangle on this side. And he just has two lines coming across, line, line. Okay, so now we're gonna do his shoulders. So coming right out of the shoulder, out of this area right here, on either side. These are his big shoulder plates. You can't see all this one because we have a hand in front of it, but you kind of can see it there. And then for his body, the upper chest part, it's very angular, but it's big. It's got this big old chest. Okay, so we're just gonna say that we're gonna do this, and then we've got his chest coming down. And this is where his power comes from. So you want to do a double circle. And he's got a thin waist here. This part's going like this. And then put a couple of lines across. 2, 3. And here, we're just gonna finish that off for now. Okay, we're gonna come back up to the arm. So right here, we're gonna put a gold piece here, and then we're gonna have his arm coming out from there, because it's kind of mostly behind him because he's about to, yep. And then put a rectangle, square right here. Inside the square is going to be our circle. So you're gonna draw a circle and then a double circle, and then we're gonna put the fingers around it. So we have his thumb right here, and then you're going to do a finger, and then do another finger, another finger. So it's like wrapping around. It's a little power structure. Now you're gonna erase inside those fingies. We'll make them look a little better here. There we go. Do this one better. Let's see. Robert Downey Jr. has played Iron Man 10 times, starting in 2008. So he's been doing it for a while. I don't know if you know Iron Man, or actually Robert Downey Jr., but he went through a couple of rough patches. I think he was an alcoholic and did a couple of naughty things, but then he turned his life around, and now he's kind of a good guy, you know? I think he's married with kids, and okay, now let's just define this circle in here better. Okay, that's his one hand. Oh, he's got like this golden wrist band here. All right, let's do this side. So we are going to draw a square right here. And then we're gonna put his fingers off of here. So we have one, this is his thumb, and then we're gonna put his fingers. So we have 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 fingers, and the 4 fingers. So you can make those connect. You can erase in there. And at the bottom here, we're gonna make it rounded more. So we're gonna bring it in and out. And now we can put our little lines in there. The creases, and then put double circle in here. It's gonna look better once we Sharpie it and erase and color. Okay, so we have 1 circle, and then we put another circle right inside. And then we're gonna put, this is like his little gold part here. Great job. Looks a little sloppy. Okay, so we're gonna put this little mark going across here. So it's going across. Oh, we have like a line here. Oh, that line's not very good. So we have this line and we have this line to make this a little better. And around this, and it's gonna go up and down, go across, and make it go up. And we have this. So now let's do his body here. So we'll do a couple of his lines. So we have 1 line, 2 line, and this one's gonna go up and then down. And we have a double line right here. So we're gonna be sharpening that in. Okay, so coming off of here, we're gonna have this big thigh here. This is kind of be where his knee is. This is calf muscle. And it's gonna come down to his foot, okay? So let's do the same thing here. We've got his big thigh coming off here. This is his knee right here. And then we can't really see the back part, but that's where it's coming back. And then he's got his foot back there. Okay, now let's put the decorations on here. So let's put, he's got this like a piece over the kneecap. So we can erase in there. And we're gonna make this connect a little better here. And then he's got a piece right here. Thank goodness for erasers, right? The first Iron Man movie, guess how much it made? Just take a guess. Just guess. Think a couple million. How many you think? Just take a guess. $600 million, nearly. What? That is crazy. Okay, so now we're gonna put the detail in here. He's got like this piece here. So we're gonna make a square here. 600 million, no big deal. It's not big. But I know the actors all get paid a lot and all that computer imaging they have to do to make it look cool and all that stuff. I know it takes a lot. So now this is gonna be for his calf muscle here. There's the golden calf. And then he's got these little pieces on his shoe. Oh, this part goes up and then down. And he's got like 2 of these and then it goes down. Something like that. Okay, let's do this side. He's got this big honky piece right here. And line here, and he has like a rectangle right here, which we will Sharpie in, okay? Then we've got his, we're gonna make this connect here. It's like a little golden strip here, and a little piece right here. Okay, let's Sharpie it, and I'll show you how I colored it to get the look like that. So let's Sharpie. I used a super thin, and then I outlined it with my thicker. So let's go. Now I'm going to go around the outside. Now I'm going to erase. It looks so clean. Okay, we're gonna start with the golden yellow. Tony Stark's backstory. So he went to MIT at the age of 15 because he was like brilliant. Okay, so we're gonna color all of this just the golden yellow. All the yellow spots. We're just gonna color yellow, and then we're gonna show you what I'm gonna do to make it look more golden-y. Yellow, yellow. What else is yellow? Yellow. Not a lot of yellow, but there's some yellow on here. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your tan, and then now we're gonna make the streaks in there to make it look. So I'm making this pressing hard, and as you come out, make it go lighter and lighter. Try not to get in the eyes because they're supposed to be glowing. So I'm gonna do another one over here. And then I might just do a little bit on this side here. See, doesn't it look awesome like that? And you go around the outside if you want to. So I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna make it darker in here and then get lighter. I'm gonna go shadow right under here. And maybe a little right here. And of course, oh, this is yellow. Don't want to forget that. I think this is more golden-y. And if you need to press a little harder, you can in some areas. Oop, I got some in there. Also, I think I'm going to take this Sharpie. I'm going to go around this a little bit harder just to, you know, kind of pop that eyeballs out there. Oh, yeah. Give it a little something, something. Okay, right here on the calf, do a shadow under here. Go around the outside here, and then bring it inside lighter. This shadow right here, I'm gonna go around the outside. If I go too fast, just pause it and then come back. Okay, so now let's do the red. So we're just taking regular red, and I'm gonna color all of it red, and then I'm gonna go in and color it darker where it needs to be with a maroon or dark or a brown. Okay, so I'm just coloring it red. I'm trying to think, what did I like the best out of Iron Man? If I had the suit, I think it's so cool how you're inside and you can like, how it's kind of like talks to you, and there's a screen and you can like, I don't know, that's pretty cool. And flying would be awesome. Yeah. But if I had to have two superhero powers, it would probably be invisibility and freeze time. Or maybe go back in time. That'd be so cool. Yeah, I think I'd want those two. If you could have two superhero powers, what would they be? I'm not going to color the whole thing, but I can kind of give you a gist of how this all works here. Okay. Getting a little sloppy. Okay, so let's go around the edge here. All the edges, you're going to go in really darker, and we'll do that again with our magenta or brown. And so we're going to start from the edge and then get a little lighter as you come in. So let's see what it looks like if I want the magenta or the brown. So I'm trying magenta. Going in the side here. Yeah, magenta works. This is just, oh, mahogany. Magenta, mahogany, kind of awesome. So I'm pressing hard here, and as I'm going in, I'm going to get lighter and lighter. And I'm going to make a streak here, hard here. And as I come into the other side, I'm going to go lighter and lighter. We'll do a streak here. Okay. It's all on where you press. So we're pressing hard here, and I'm going to go lighter, go around the edges. And if you want Iron Man to look a little darker, let's just give it a little experiment. Okay, so what you can do, you go in opposite direction. So I'm just gonna go in opposite direction. I'm gonna make it a little bit darker. See what this looks like. So I think it just needs to be that dark, Tony Stark, stark red. And then you can come in here with just brown, and then you can make it even darker in here. Yeah, brown might work too. Yeah, if you just want to make it darker in there and around the edges. So you're going to do the same thing on all of these. Make his hands, I'm going to come in here with red to make his hands a little darker. So you can go over it a few times. And then around all of the glowy parts. I know, it's probably a technical name to it. I'm sure my daughter knows. But does anybody watch to this point? I doubt it, right? So we're gonna take gray, and gray is just gonna go around the rim of all of these. So it's like the metal going around here. And then I took gray on the outside, as you can see, because I thought it just made the glowy part stand out more. So I think you can do this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.